Like
weird. I'm just trying to see it like how Enoch didn't die because he didn't sin, and if everyone was in that same, followed that same path, if that's really a good thing or not. I'm just trying to say that I don't think it would be,
yeah,
and that the sin of the world is really necessary in the plan because of the redemption, and
yeah,
it's necessary because of who redeemed us, and it's like that's like the stamp of okay, yeah, that's our redeemer. You know what I mean? And like that's who gets our worship and who we follow and whatnot. Because, but it's like what I'm trying to say is like if we didn't have to do that because we didn't have the debt on our backs, like would we really?
yo,
Because like understanding as well from the scriptures, like how it says that Jesus gave glory to the Father of what he did, and it's kind of like um what what qualifies God ultimately to be our God is what he did for us. But in saying that, he wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't needed to be done. If that makes sense?
yeah,
Because then we'd all be like Enoch, who didn't need the resurrection or the atonement of Christ. But then my point is like, but then is that a good thing? And I'm like, I don't. It's like I don't think it would be. Makes sense in a way. Do
yeah.
you get what I'm like the thought I'm trying to explain? Like, yeah, these are just my opinions, boys. Don't get me wrong.
Yo,
It's just strictly my opinions. I like to just share it and see what other people think. But it's just interesting that one of the most perfect prophets, if not the most perfect prophet of our old, like of the scriptures, is like the first church took away his gospel or his book, and then when I read it, it's like fuck. It talks about a bunch of buzzing shit that like makes sense why they would want to take it out, I guess.
yo,
Like to me, it links for the same reasons why whenever there's like giant bones found or something like that, like it'll be covered up straight away because it all goes against the evolution paradigm, but they support the creation paradigm. Let's have a game, boys.
yo.
Just
Ready up, ready
don't
up.
mind me talking smack in the background. Even when I talk like this to my mates, like I didn't even expect them to listen, or even get what I'm saying. Cause fuck, I'm just blabbing on as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I just need to let it out. Cause it's driving me nuts inside my head. But that's just an
Oh
interesting
no
thing
no
that
no
I
no no!
thought about.
Oh,
That's safe. That's all good. But it's just a very buzzing thought. You know what I
smile.
mean? It's like
Oh,
because it's like, bro. I'm gonna say this weird ass line, and you'll never hear this at church, but it's just this is kind of like what it all seems like. Um, the price or the price to be God is the price of the whole world. Does that make sense? Even those words don't explain what I'm trying to say properly. I'm not trying to take away glory or whatnot. I'm just trying to like put the pieces together. Because for thousands of years, Christians believed God had no body, and God was just a spirit with no gender. But then it's like, why the fuck we've been calling him Heavenly Father for thousands of years if he's not a man?
Yo.
Why couldn't we call him Mother Nature?
Okay.
But you know how we believe families are forever? Like, I believe that's really forever. Like, what I mean by that is like, this is what I believe. I believe that we have a Heavenly Father, and like, why wouldn't he have a father and have his own forever family? That makes sense. Cause we need to understand that like most of the blessings that God has given us is like he's already been blessed with it, or you know what I mean?
Just charging.
And it's like he's given us the gift of like companionship and the gift of sex, which is like, you know, the celebration of that love of the companion. He's blessed us with this as a gift. Like I can't see that he wasn't experienced the gift himself to understand the blessing, you know what I mean?
Yo.
It's kind of like how most people, a lot of Christians think God has no body and he's never like lived a mortal life or whatever, and he's just a spirit, he's existed forever. And it's kind of like, how does he understand what pain is then? Why is he all knowing if like, how is he all knowing and understand pain and he can't experience it?
Yeah, the aim.
Wait, what loadout do you use?
Huh?
Do you use the second loadout now? Or the third one?
This third one.
Okay, when next time you try to get Ghost is up.
Oh yeah.
Ghost is the second.
Even a lot of Christian churches, they teach that after you die, you don't remember any of your friends and family on earth. And they like honestly believe that and still preach about God being all good and all loving, and yet they preach this, you know, like what the fuck? You teach God to be all knowing and you're teaching something stupid like that that doesn't make him seem all knowing.
They've been caught. Oh no, yeah, we'll get there. Yep, control. It's gonna be heaps of people, Abels.
You know how many Christians like practice debating Mormons in general, especially? You know why? You know, you ever see those politicians when they're having their, what's it called, the party thing, when they're battling to become the leader? And like you have that in some cases, like
What the?
like for example, like when they have nothing to offer, they'll just start bagging the other guy to make them look better. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And my point is like, because all these other Christian gospels, they don't have a gospel pretty much. The only gospel they can learn and teach us is to how to sing our gospel. But that just shows that like we have a gospel to preach that and they don't. Because the only thing they're learning is how to like bag on us. Like they even have like skits and performances at these churches talking shit about Mormons. You know what I mean? Which is a Christian church. You'll never see us.
Haha. No, save. Fucking hell.
Yo. Like, bro, you know what? You know what? No. You know what's buzzing there, cuz? That I reckon? The one who proves the validity of our church the most? Jesus Christ himself. So what I mean by that is like, a lot of the accusations that people have against our church and our doctrines, I'll go to Jesus and like see what he has to say about it. And gee, like, bro, it's just crazy that a lot of the answers that he said when he was alive, like, bro, they reflect especially to this gospel, eh? And I'll give you an example of that, bro. Like, you know how we're the only gospel that teaches about the authority we have to baptize? Do you know that, boys? We're the only gospel that teaches about the authority we have to baptize. And every other Christian church, they just believe that you don't have to have the authority, you just have to have the belief in Jesus. What does Jesus have to say about the matter? Bro, Jesus just says exactly like, because you don't believe in the authority of John the Baptist, you don't believe in mine.
I got ammo box, boys.
And it's so true.
Oh, what happened? What happened, Ghost? Hold on.
You know how I told you guys about the mad truth in the Matrix, some movies and stuff? How many, like, people take it as, they follow it as the real truth and stuff? A lot of these people are smart. And it's like, I reckon it's because of the way that was packaged and sent out, and the way that Christianity was packaged in the past and sent out. It just makes us look like some, like not intellectual at all, and just like.
Oh, what happened?
Just
Jeff.
Cults people.
Wait, don't use it, don't use it.
So like our church is the only one who preaches different, right? Can we all agree?
Yo.
And every other church preaches in that manner, like, "Wah, da, da." You know what's buzzing, cuz? Jesus said himself that people preach like that. That where it came from is pagan kingdoms. That
someone team coming in, team pushing in.
They're here. Fuck. They're pushing down.
I'm under fire. Stun grenade out.
There's one on the right side. Yeah, you are also. Nice. Are they around? The team around?
How the Matrix is a computer simulation? You know how many like scientists and people believe that we are living in a computer simulation? Because there's like scientific proof of it. Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, we've scientifically proven a simulation, but then you still believe that it evolved from nothing. See what I'm saying? Like, these are irrational conclusions.
Are you serious?
They're targeting me.
Yep, I got them. Bro, I know exactly how it's a computer simulation too, because you know how I was like studying quantum mechanics before for a little bit? Before I started studying the scriptures?
Oh, behind you! Behind! Here, Jeff! Fucking hell, I always get killed like that. Yeah.
It's like scientifically proven that it's a simulation in a way, meaning like our consciousness has created the simulation because they've done this experiment that like they were looking at atoms and then they're zoomed into atoms and trying to see how the particles react in the not in the normal realm like what we can see, but like in the what's that word? Quantum realm? And what that is like zoom time a million. And they were seeing that like atoms just was completely dead
People here
without
got their lead up.
observation of consciousness. So I'll give you an example, like they did a test of like just a machine throwing a tennis ball through a hole, but then they'll like look through the fucking expensive ass telescopes to the particles of the atom and see how they react. And the buzzing thing that they found out was that like atoms they didn't like react without someone looking at it.
Oh, where you? Oh shit! Fuck! Fucking prison. Hoses.
Oh yeah, so what I mean is like, you know how all matter is made out of atoms? And matter is like solid liquid gas, and that's just everything in this world. So all of that is made out of atoms, and then they found out that like atoms they didn't react or exist without someone looking at it. Do you know what I mean? And it just drove scientists crazy, even Einstein, of the thought that if I'm not looking at the moon, is it even there?
Yeah.
Or is it only existing because I'm looking at it? You know what I mean? And that's where this whole simulation thing, like the proof of the simulation come, is that like we find out that atoms they don't exist or react at all without someone looking at it. And that's like the whole world around you. So what it means is like, if we weren't alive, would this world even be here? Fuck, that's just crazy. It just drives you crazy. But it's true, man. Cause we understand that everything was spirit initially, and everything is just like expression of spirit, and it's expressing in like a material manner. But it's like if there was no spirit behind the material, there is no material. And that's just, to add to that, like that prophecy that I told you guys I got the other time, that killed me off because of like in terms of like the matter and with science, but like the link that matter and Earth has to Jesus himself. Fuck, it was crazy, man. It's like the link that Jesus has to matter, that link is really what makes matter matter. What I mean is like everything that's existing without Jesus, it doesn't matter in the end, because it's just fuck. Honest to who, boys? Was I playing this game by myself? Fuck. Must be talking too much shit, these. Bro, there was this one experiment done, cuzzies. These scientists did, and they created this little world which had natural food and water, and they made it for rats. So first they started with 2 rats, observed their behavior and shit, and record it, and then just watch as the population grows and the changes in the behaviors and shit.
Where was that from?
Paradise, obviously.
Crazy, man. The result of the experiment, boys. So it's like, at first, when it was just the 2 rats, and they had all the space and all the resources, they were just like good rats. They were behaving and they just did normal shit. But as soon as like the population of the rats started to overgrow this little place that was made for it, the rats' behavior started to change, and the rats started to like not just kill each other, but like that's when the rats started to become homosexual as well. Like, bro, what a fucking observation, man. Crazy. It's buzzing because in the scriptures it says that Jesus came in the meridian of time, which is like the exact middle of the whole timeline of man's existence, and to where he will do the atonement. But you know where else God was smart, boys? So like, God brought Jesus in the middle of mankind, but like the people who lived before, like, so I'm just gonna say it like this, there's more people that existed on the earth, like way more after Jesus was born and died compared to before. And it's like God knew like the perfect timing, but not just the perfect timing, but like how do I say it?
When is it? Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Because like actually keep it.
Just you know when Jesus done the atonement,
give me an excuse to have the day off, and
not long after that is when like the spike of technology came, and with the spike of technology came the spike of the population of mankind as well. And it's like it's like Jesus came at the perfect time, man.
You guys got a certificate to say that You guys are essential records to get your vaccine.
Yeah.
Where is that?
You know what else I reckon, boys? Why we have 3 different scriptures or volumes of scripture that came at different times of humanity.
No, I just changed it for you.
Okay,
I changed it.
you know how they give you
Say,
the
check this out, boys.
Yeah.
remember how
We
they
got the
give
Old
you
Testament, we got the New Testament, and then we got Book of Mormon.
vaccinations faster? Do you know where you can
Christian,
I have no idea.
like, see the Christian community, the earth is just about like 6,000 years old. And the gaps of these books is like the 2000 period. And it's like, you know how the principles of time is future, present, and past, which is 3. And God pretty much showed us that He was there throughout the whole time, from the beginning, which was the Old Testament, to the middle, which was the New Testament, and then the last days, which was Book of Mormon. It's like the timing of how all of these came out, man. It's like the way He works, man. It's mind-boggling, man. It's like I honestly see how much, like, He's proven to us Himself how much He deserves the glory and worship, unlike how, like, a lot of other Christians, like, just, like, worship Him just in a slavery type way, like.
be careful.
Maybe one of the biggest misconceptions about our belief, man.
So yeah.
What that is what faith is, eh? People think faith is believing in something you can't see, but the scriptures tells us that faith is like proving, wait. Oh fuck, I forgot what I said. Faith is, it'll come in my head soon. Proving your belief is what faith is. So like, you know how we all can't see the wind but we believe in it because we've proven it? That's what faith is, man. It's not believing in the wind because without the proof. Shit.
Oh shit. Someone dropping in.
It's buzzing in when the apostles in the past, I've heard them say like that same Melchizedek priesthood that we hold today was the same power that God used to create the world in that.
Whoa.
You know, before, boys, I had a debate with my cousin. He's a Christian, and he was like going hard out about how God never revealed Himself to any man in the past. Like, why the hell would He do it to Joseph Smith? And for ages, I've tried to find an answer for that. Like, why would God come now and not before?
Can you crawl in? Oh, it's too late. Oh.
Have you guys seen those? The deepest tunnel in the world? Have you guys seen that? That science project that's happening there?
Is the
Bro, they
loadout
call
free?
it the-
No.
They literally call this project the science project of the new age. Meaning it's like
There's someone on the roof,
most,
boys. Watch out.
Technological, like advanced science project of our age.
No, you're alright. Is the loadout free, boys? Oh yeah, it's free.
Have you guys
Someone
heard of the
jumping in?
hydro colliders in Sweden?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Got him. Down. Nice. Yeah, one are they? Yeah, we'll get armor on.
You see how good my gun is?
Huh?
You see how good my gun is? My
Oh, yeah.
new gun. One bullet
Enemy
and one
UAV
kill.
overhead.
Nice.
Crash!
Enemy
Such a
UAV
boy.
overhead.
Yeah. Oh, there, see him. Break him. Oh, team. Down. One down.
Only 25 remain.
Sweaty, honey, sweaty. Sweaty, my love. Crash. You crash? Whoa.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Careful, monkey. Come on, Molly.
Heaps of people on the roof.
Eli, stop.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Jeff, if you can make your way to what's this place? Huh? Oh, Nova.
Enemy RC.
Bro, you know 6ix9ine?
Yeah,
I reckon he's a funny cunt, bro.
New objective.
yeah, he's a crack up dude. Eh?
He's crack up, man. It was like he was trying to convince these radio guys of why he considers himself a gangster.
All supply box inbound. Solid. Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, he's chasing.
You know what's one of his reasons? What's one of his main reasons for why he's a gangster?
What's
Because he's
that?
friends with Jeffrey Epstein. He's boys with Jeffrey Epstein. That rapist guy. And the radio guy was like, I don't know about that, man. That's some rapist shit. He's like, nah, that's gangster shit. That's gangster shit. He was just being a funny guy, I reckon.
Use your
And he's
cluster,
like,
Jeff.
I don't do all that murdering and
Oh,
killing
ghost.
and stealing and shit. That's that. And he's like, because that's illegal. And he's like, the radio guy, but isn't that gangster? And he's like, but isn't it illegal? He's like, I'm gangster because I play chess.
Have eyes on. Hostile maneuvering.
Oh, they're shooting at you.
Mark the target. Hostile dropping into
Yeah, I
The
heard
worst
about
ones was
that.
fucking, what's that black man? The one who was Jeffrey Epstein, who did that before? He was the father of America.
Oh, here's your gun.
You guys know him. You guys know his name.
Oh, they're coming in. He's on the roof. You see him?
That's the real creepy shit, like. Fucking hell. Actually, anyone he rapes is a fucking creep.
I didn't realize he was looking at me.
Didn't you see a shadow?
I saw it. I thought he was looking out. Hi. Eli, can you pass mommy the water, please? Baba? Can I get the bottle of water, please?
Boys, can I tell you something, Buzzing?
Yes,
Yo.
please.
Just get this, man. This is some fucking. What the fuck, man?
So strong.
Shit that I see in our world and our life, man. It's just like
Oh, can I have
a
some?
movie, man. What the fuck? How is this shit happening in real reality, you know? What the fuck? So anyway, you know how our society likes to think of itself as the most like technological and fucking, you know, smartest
Oh, sorry.
society,
No.
and a lot of the proof of that is our our scientific like achievements. The biggest science project in the world, in the Western world right now, is like pretty evil, eh?
In their sights.
And it's happening in Sweden. Shit.
Nice. Got a circle. Maybe jump down to that. Oh, I don't know. It's up to you.
3v5.
3v5, boys.
Oh.
Also, where is he?
Targeting me.
You can clutch this one, Jeff. Oh, you downed him too.
So, anyways, as I was saying,
Thank you.
the most biggest and
You
so-called
started
advanced science project of the Western world
Me
right
too,
now
I'm
is
excited
happening
to
in
get all the
Sweden,
car seats in.
and it's
two
like
car seats in.
the biggest hydro
I'm excited to get like
colliders ever made,
doing that, but like
and it's
big
like
stuff in it.
it's the deepest tunnel ever dug, and it's they created like these big ass
Let's look at that
machines to
mirror.
smash atoms together,
We can put that up.
which is like pretty much as
Cause I'm like,
bad as like
I feel prepared,
setting off
but
a
at the
atomic
same
bomb.
time I don't because
My point of this is, see, this is weird, G. Before they opened up that tunnel,
And he's
they
got.
opened it up with
He's
a
gonna
ritual
love the sunroof because it covers the whole
that looked
top.
satanic as,
oh,
bro.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's not just
It's
And
not
this-
just the front; it goes all the
this
way back.
celebration, this opening ceremony, like a
Crazy,
lot of the
and
famous
it's the, like,
politicians
basically
and
the
top
whole
leaders
roof.
of the Western world attended it,
So it's like a massive
like,
window.
like all watched that ritual. Like
Yeah. It's gonna
it's
be
just
like.
weird because
Are you
like what the fuck, man? When I watched that ritual, it's like, how can anyone not think this shit is weird? Like, and then after that
Jeez,
satanic
man, like-
ritual, the Pope went and blessed the tunnel.
If we contact them tomorrow,
convenient.
and it's like we're waiting on.
I tell you, man, like, these guys are-
I'm like,
I'm gonna call him and be
reason why
like, hey, listen,
they're the
part of
Antichrist.
contract is that you guys transfer the funds, and if you
But
don't
it's
do
funny
it,
because
the contract's for weeks,
like,
we're gonna end up going something.
there's a lot of weird shit
Too
about
much, man.
that people say that happens when these atoms are smashed together at the at the speed of light and creates like a
If they
ripple
break the contract,
or like
that means
a
that it's their fault,
tear in our
you know.
reality,
And we have
and
cause
like
to leave.
they said that heaps of like demonic shit started happening, or like hauntings and that.
Easy auto.
And it's funny because like
Oh well, we can just go through.
like in the scriptures it talks about in the last days how
Can I pop it?
Yeah.
the devil will be freed, and it's like these scientists are like doing his work unknowingly with the real powers leading it, like
Who? Oh, no, I'll stop.
Yeah, it hurts.
I'll show you.
that's buzzing because like you know all these Illuminatis that people talk about, these rumors,
Yo.
it's like so real, eh? And the buzzing thing for me about these secret societies within secret societies is like the main religion that you find at the very end of that, because it's so secretive and like so like different levels, but the fundamental religion or belief that they have is like the satanic religion, and a lot of the like a lot of the
Use it.
knowledge that they have that we don't know about is like passed down from pagan
This is
kingdoms
a really good one.
in the past,
This looks expensive.
which was like the world's greatest kingdoms, like Babylon and all that.
As soon as I saw it, I thought of you. Careful. It's alright. Yeah, so apparently this is a really nice one.
Did you ask the pharmacist?
I researched.
Oh, nice. Thanks, son. I've been dying for like a cream to help my eczema.
I was just showing Daddy.
Let's go, boys. You missed the dub, eh, that we had.
You know what's buzzing, cuz?
What's that?
A buzzing thought that I thought of? It's like how judgmental I am in terms of other Christian churches.
Yeah.
But then I also understand, like,
Face.
if that shit didn't happen, Joseph Smith would have never read that scripture that would have made him go and pray in the garden in the first place.
Yeah, put it on his arms.
So it's like this perfect execution or of Christianity that I was
Maybe
like
even
thinking
his
should
belly,
have
his stomach.
like, but now it's just like can't even
His head.
come out that way. Like, wish I could
Maybe not his
speak
head. Maybe
the
not.
words that explain what I'm trying to say. It's because it's like I'm saying the words, but it's not matching what I'm trying to say.
3 to 4 times a day. Like, they encourage you to use it as much as you need it. Yeah?
Let's go, boys. Drops in place.
It's for Daddy. Go, turn off the light, please.
Where do you want to go? Oh shit! Why me, man? Shit! There's like 400 people here.
All the same team.
Oh, Jeff, they're coming. Oh.
Mommy,
Yeah, honey.
what doing?
Nothing. Mommy.
Mommy, we
Mommy's just tired.
did. We did.
Stop it. Alright, I told you this is the bottom.
Fucking hell. Top floor, boys. Top floor. Nice. I think Jeff got him.
Hey, you guys know the Holocaust?
Oh, is there another people here? Another group?
Stop. Eli. Stop.
Uh-huh. Oh, they're after me. What the heck?
Eli.
Get up! What the heck?
Enemy UAV overhead. Stay alert.
I'm full stuck! Oh.
Enemy UAV
I
overhead.
don't know, I can't move.
But you're not frozen.
Yeah, I'm not frozen, but...
That's weird.
Yeah. Then leave game.
Wait till someone kills you.
Yeah, I'll just wait till someone kills me. Yeah.
You're being hunted anyway. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Someone's been through here. Enemy lost track.
I feel like
You're
it's a
safe.
glitch, but...
What the heck?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, someone come kill me, man.
Mark the target. 25 left. Hostile maneuvering.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't
Load
be
out
able
drop
to do
heading
any
your
of
way.
that if you weren't, like, if you weren't frozen.
Fuck, I just answered
Try to
my
use the
question.
car.
Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is closing in. Relocate to the safe zone.
No, I can't use it.
Someone's been cancel that.
Wait.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, at least just give him your money.
Yeah, yeah, guys.
Contact front. Cancel.
You're fun.
Let's take it.
Yeah, take that too.
Oh, good.
Cancel.
Oh no. You have nothing more.
Fire pendejo.
And like the stories that were taking a while to come.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Come on, man. I'm right here, man. Kill me.
Let's take it.
So when you want
There's money here. I got 2,000. Wait, just throw a grenade at me or something? Oh, please. I'm right here. Come get me.
Boys, you know that?
Come.
You know that thought that I said in the beginning?
Yeah, take my armor.
Losing ground.
What a stink game.
the storm's coming.
To the safe zone.
Oh. Boys, can I finish off my thought that I said in the beginning? I found the answer that I was looking for.
Go for it, cuz.
So, sin is necessary. And the reason why I got that confirmation, I was thinking about what we teach about Adam and Eve. And how the fall was necessary.
That's rigged. Fuck. Yeah. These guys, man. Shit. Out here grinding. Oh shit. Oh. You have a proper.
I swear our
Oh.
the restored gospel, man, answers everything, man. But did you guys know all the other Christian churches like blame Adam and Eve for what they did? And we're the only ones who like thank Adam and Eve? It's that same different teaching of that doctrine that gave me the confirmation right now that the fall was necessary. And that's why we like our church understands that it was supposed to happen, but everyone else is like, fuck if they didn't. Cake it would be better. But I don't believe that would be the fact. It's funny because I just realized that now even more, like if we didn't sin, and why Adam had to sin for us to. Fuck, it's just wow, it's crazy, man.
Yep.
So yeah, we had to. Sin was necessary because I'm gonna say it like this: nothing would be real without it.
Ah, man. Fuck, this guy's good. Shit.
Do you believe a baby can be happy?
Yeah? Oh, where we going, boys? Control. Get up, man.
That's a deep fucking question right here. Everything I reckon is deep. Kids can be happy. Do you guys think a baby can be happy, boys?
I have no idea.
Because the reason why I ask is because that's like the buzzing ass thing it says in the Book of Mormon about why Adam had to fall. It just puts it in the simplest way and it says Adam fell so that men will be happy. It's like the most That's a deep fucking verse right there, man.
Hostile dropping into the area.
It's like Adam fell so that men can be happy. What? Weren't we happy in the garden? God and no sin. You know what I mean?
Yo.
But it's like,
Is he downstairs? Yo. Here, money here.
Enemy UAV overhead. Blunder gas. Gas is closing in. Loadout drop heading your way.
Is it going on the roof? Oh, down here, over here, boys. He's here, upstairs, sorry. Yep. Fucking hell, picked up a shit gun. That's some bullshit, man. Yo. Jeff, got any armor?
fuck.
Trophy system deployed. Loadout drop heading your way. Supply box ready for pickup.
Let me get that,
Objectives
I need the armor.
on the next location. Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is inbound.
I wanna look up the meaning of a word real quick.
Enemy UAV overhead.
What is H2O? H2O.
That's interesting.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Interesting.
He's moving out already.
Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? I don't want money. Not gonna lie, I do work for it. How about we send one case of
Fuck. I'm just keep killing myself off.
Friendly UAV overhead.
We got somebody coming towards us.
Enemy UAV
That-
overhead.
That verse is killing me off, boys.
Enemy UAV overhead. You're losing ground. Contract failed. Let's sharpen up. Move on my waypoint.
Fuck, I finally reached the end of my whole fucking thought. Fucking, oh, that was painful.
Yeah. It's okay. okay, it's okay. Yeah, we'll go see
So yeah,
okay?
boys, can I say something?
Yo.
The conclusion I came to
You just keep lying to me.
was
UAV overhead.
Mum,
sin is necessary because
it's just mum.
you can't become like God without it. So, just like if we were to stay in the Garden of Eden
Bye-bye.
without the fall, it's like
Be advised.
you can measure that same
Your location.
like
Gas is closing.
joy and happiness like a baby.
Fire sale is active. Buy station.
So
Fire
like
sale, boys.
we understand that a baby can feel happy, but it doesn't know it's happy, and that's what separates baby from the man,
UAV entering the AO.
and again separates the man from the God.
Get some other place.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Fuck, he has planned to kill off, G.
Are they here?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Crawl down here.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB
Where is he?
fire sale done. Prices are back to normal.
Down here. Those guys are ghosted, can't see them, I only see one guy.
Gas is inbound.
Jerry,
Yo,
you know when you first found out your wife was pregnant?
hey?
You know when you first found out your wife was pregnant?
Yo.
Well, did you, or even till today, like being father, do you have any feelings of, like, was it scary?
Not really, yeah.
Enemy UAV overhead.
You know what? Can I tell you something, boys?
Down.
I'm actually
Yep.
like grateful. I'm grateful that I have no kids at the moment
Yep.
because I don't think I'm ready for like
Yeah, we need
No.
an ammunition box.
I want to say the weight of it, but just like if I was to lose a child, man,
Hardy.
I think my faith in God will just fly out the window, and I think He knows that. You know what I mean?
Yo.
It's just like, you know, when I think about Andrea, William's baby, it scares me sometimes, eh? Just like, scares me, like, thinking about, like, just what she's gonna go through, I guess, and more, you know what I mean? Like,
Yo.
how her life will end or whatever.
10 remaining. Keep it up.
I'm just like the passing of my friends, like,
Gas is moving.
couldn't even deal with that, like a lot. But
Huh? Oh, here. Can you buy a, yeah, ammunition box? There. Fucking cunt.
see, can I ask all of you guys a question? Boys, you guys ever think about, like, you guys ever think and are scared about the thought of your parents dying?
Yo.
Because honestly, like, sometimes I can't get away from the fear of my mom dying, eh? like, it's weird because, like, I already understand that it can just happen whenever, but how do I say this? It just makes me scared a lot nowadays. I just knew what I'm afraid of is like not being ready to deal with it, eh? And having that tip me over the edge, I guess, especially in terms of all my progress.
Stop. Stop.
Because I think about everything, man, and I even think about like if Andrea passed away, would I still follow God? You know what I mean? Like have that faith? And the answer is like, fuck, that's a hard one, man.
Just wouldn't know what to do, eh?
I believe I'd be angry at God, man, because I believe He's in control of everything. I'll blame Him for it, and then it'll make me, you know what I mean?
Yo.
It's just like, fuck, I don't, yeah. It's just the thought of my loved ones dying, like even you guys, it's just scary as for me. It's a constant battle though, actually. My paranoia or my fear with my faith. Like I'll be thinking about my mom dying and then I'll be scared, and then I'll think about the gospel of Jesus and it'll kind of make me feel a bit better, and then we'll just go back and forth, I guess. It's just like if my mom passed away, I wouldn't know. I'd feel lost, and it's weird saying that I'd feel lost because that's a normal feeling for me. But if my mom passed away, I'd feel even more lost, and I wouldn't know. That's just weird. There's a weird thought for me to be alive without my mom being alive, because like for me that's the only person that loves me, like for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yo.
the love that you have for your kids, like no one can fuck with that. And for me it's just my mom, and if she passed away it's like fuck, like who's gonna love me like that after that? You know what I mean? Or just that and more, I guess. Just wouldn't know who to. I don't know, it's just I don't know. It's funny because before I tried my hardest to go away from my mom because of all the shit we were giving each other, but then God made me realize, like, if I did leave and then something bad happened, like I'd blame myself fucking to the end of the earth, and the reasons why I left would seem stupid to me after that.
We're holding for deployment. Now's a good time.
I'll give you an example, Jerry. You know Jerry?
Yo.
You know how Potter just died?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you guys had a little argument or disagreement in the past, and it made you change the way you looked at him at that time. Now that he's passed, that shit means nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hard.
And it's like, yeah, that's what God was telling me. Like, my mom passed away and I left.
Warm up done. Time to kick this off.
Confusing myself.
Hostile dropping
Nah,
in.
yeah, that's true, man.
Because remember, I was gonna go move to Nixon.
Stop.
Oh, hey.
Yo, like for real, like bro, America, man, I love America. That's the promised land. I wanted to move there for so long. and I wanted to get out of here. I wanted to get out of my home, everything.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, I wasn't as close as my sister and my mom as I am now.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
But it's like,
Where we going, boys? Why? Dropping on the I don't know. You roof? Oh, there's people.
Waypoint marked. Mover. Alright, lads, let's get it done.
I love listening to debates, atheists and Christians, especially like doctors and fucking like, people who's earned their stripes in that kind of smart world. And I love like the questions that arise. Like one of them is can people create meaning in their lives without God?
Yeah.
Shit, questions like that, and that just go deep, and it's like, man, it's true. It's like a lot of people, or a lot of atheists, they could say that you can
I'll get
create meaning
later.
in your life
I got
without
money
God.
for later. Okay. Yeah.
But for me, it's like,
Pop it on the roof. On the roof. Airstrike, watch out. Go pop it.
hey Jeff,
Drop headed your way.
who named Zion, or who decided that? Why did you think about that?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Someone dropping in, boys. Oh shit! They're pushing.
You know what a buzzing thing about in regards to the Zion prophecies and Jeff? This is what I reckon. This is what I see. I see that the prophecy of Zion in the last days, the criteria for it,
They're gonna stay around the rooftop.
only our gospel fit it. So thousands of years ago, when they were talking about Zion in the last days, I believe they're talking about members of this church age to restore the gospel, because two of the criteria of Zion in the last days is same heart, same mind, same faith around wherever you are.
Oh, man.
Sorry, honey.
Man, I just can't stop buzzing now on this fucking gospel, man. And the shit that I learn in the scriptures, I just see that life is like the most craziest movie ever made, and it's like all the movies that we make, man, will never come up to it. Like, fuck, it's just crazy.
That looks yum.
The movie of life itself,
Look up food search.
man. Wow. Do you have any cousins that are not members of our church, but they're other Christians?
Yeah, on my dad's side.
On your dad's side,
Yeah.
did they look at you guys like you guys are part of a cult?
Yo,
Enemy soldier incoming.
like harder.
Did you know that we're the only Christian church in the Christian community that everyone else thinks that we're not Christian?
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Heard that a
It's
lot.
like, these are real things, and I don't know why people don't really, I don't know.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
It's a lot of reasons, especially for the doctrine of how we believe God is a man. It's one of the biggest ones that they think is like, just blasphemy. Yeah, just a little bit.
Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the
You
safe
should have just turned to a page in the Bible that they read as well, and then show them what Jesus said about us being gods. Oh, just, I reckon.
Careful.
Because I think that a lot of the Christians is like,
Next objective located.
because us as members, we understand the difference between the title of God and the nature of God as well, which we can all be blessed with in the end. And when we say that we can become like God, become gods, like what Jesus said, it's like more of the nature.
Yeah, come. Oh, you got him? Nice. His teammates
like-
are here too.
It's like Zion saying to you, Jeff, that he's your dad now. It's like, I forgot why I said that. I said,
Objective accomplished. Supply box inbound.
Oh, got heaps of money. Here,
Loadout drop
dropped it.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Go for it. Oh, here's some catfish.
you know what I reckon is the best like thing to
Oh,
use against these churches, other Christian churches, is like logic, bro. Pure logic, I reckon, will just fucking make them fall, because bro, for example, like we understand the different degrees in heaven, and that fulfilling all the commandments and the covenants and stuff is where you go to celestial, but like you can still go to the other kingdoms, which is still not hell, but everyone else believes that it's just heaven and hell, and that if you don't believe, you're going hell.
ammunition box here, boys.
What I usually ask them is like if they have a Muslim friend who's like a good friend, and I just ask them like, do you believe God like will punish that person? And they'll never have an answer for that, because it doesn't make sense for God to punish someone
Friendly UAV overhead.
strictly
Oh
for
shit, they're pushing, eh?
the religion they were brought up in. But have you guys ever asked
I'm on
yourselves
social
this
media.
question? Like, why me, and why the restored gospel? Like, why am I born in the restored gospel?
Airstrike target marked.
Have you guys ever asked that question?
Loader 2-0, copy. Cluster strike away.
What is it?
Like, why am I blessed or lucky to be born in the truth and everyone else isn't?
Enemy UAV
What did I do to earn that? You guys ever thought about that?
Yo,
You know what I reckon it is?
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
So I read my cousin who passed away, I read his patriarchal blessing. And it basically said like, he was chosen to come in this time in the restored gospel because of his faithfulness in the gospel in the pre-mortal life. So it's like,
UAV overhead. 25
we
remaining.
are blessed with this fucking ultimate blessing because we earned it in the past and in the pre-mortal. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Because I even thought about it, like I thought about why people would choose Satan's plan, but then I also thought about like,
where are you?
a lot of people who did choose God's plan.
What do you want? Hi. You want me to pop it or not? Trish, you want me to pop it?
Your position.
Requesting recon on my position.
UAV entering the AO. Move on my waypoint.
You pushing? Alright, we'll push. There's someone with that recon. Yes.
Be advised, UAV is being overviewed. RTB for
Stun grenade
resupply.
out.
I've got you! Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
No, fuck, sorry.
Gas is inbound.
You know how I mowed Grandma's lawn?
Yo,
She offered to give me $50 and I said no. That's like new for me. Doing something without payment. But you know why I did that?
what's that? Oh shit, my thing's hard, Jeff.
Like, you know, Grandma's old and it's pretty stupid to think that she's gonna live for ages. And I honestly feel like I haven't, like, can I call myself a good grandson? Honestly, can't say.
What's that?
Oh, you should have seen how she was.
My threat's still high.
Man.
Huh?
Poor dude. She talks pretty mean sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hard.
Fuck, Samoans, man, they're mean. You know what's funny? I proved to my mom that Samoans are racist, eh? She didn't even realize it. I was like, if you have a argument or a fight with a black person, what's the insult that you will use? You know what I mean? It's always gonna be like, black fucker or something like that.
Down.
Stun grenade out.
Oh shit.
Sighted.
No.
Gee, I can't believe it, bro. Boys, do you guys ever buzz out that you're alive? Like, nah, real talk, like, do you ever think about it? Like, I can't believe I'm fucking alive and I'm thinking right now. Man, I'm... fuck. It's killing me off.
Down to. Oh shit. Oh fuck me dead. Ah. Security is probably gonna be the last circle, boys. Oh.
Lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
This man is fucking hot singles in your area. Sign up now.
I can't believe I'm alive. And I have the chance to live forever. Shit, bro. Do you guys know what that means, bro? It means I could have been created as a fucking pig. But, fuck. Oh, I'm lucky, bro.
What do you say?
Fuck, I can't believe it, bro.
What's he
Man,
want?
if you guys knew how proud I am of God, man. Because it's like coming from someone who had no dad but wanted a dad his whole life, and then finding God. It's like, bruh. It's like, fuck. It's the ultimate dad, bruh. Man. And this thing that's given me life has also given me love,
That's great you say boob.
which is life.
Boob on.
Get yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
You one's right, eh? Can I have a jam of your gun?
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, man. I like it.
Playtime's over, mate.
Yo,
Willie, do you remember that part in the Vikings how Lagertha died and then she came back to life and then the girl was like, what did you learn from the other world? Do you remember the episode when Lagertha died and came back to life and then her servant asked her, what did you learn from the other world? Do you remember that episode?
Most couples
It's like season 6.
I
And Lagertha tells her that she learned that the purpose of life was to suffer.
where we jumpy, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get factory, yeah. Oh, there's people there. Heaps
like-
of people there.
That's like where, you know, the religion of Buddhism?
Contact front.
That's where that was birthed from too. It was like, it wasn't an answer for those Christians, but it was like a way to deal with the suffering of mankind.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Also causing this understanding that life, the purpose of life is to suffer. Like, people don't understand that with all the pain and shit we go through, that our own God and Creator, like, experience more. That's crazy. Honestly.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Someone dropping in.
Enemy UAV overhead.
You should have a gun. Oh, it's a red knife, not you.
You know that cousin I had that argument with about Joseph Smith in the past?
Yo,
I recently hit him up for a convo,
what do you say?
and I told him that I wanted to talk to him about our beliefs, not to debate, but just for the purpose of truth finding. And then I was like telling them, I don't want this to be a debate of your church versus Mormonism or whatever. Because I told them like the truth is we're on the both side, which is Team Jesus, but we're just trying to find the truth. And the reason why I wanted to talk to him was like
Airstrike
to
target marked.
understand his
Loader
what he
2-0,
believes about
copy.
the Godhead.
Strike away.
Oh, oh easy kill.
So we're asking my cousin, right? He's older than me. Like, do you believe God has a
Another one,
body
another one.
or not, and why? You know what's buzzing? What he told me?
Oh, nice. What's that?
Bad taste.
Keep in mind, he's like his dad's a pastor, right? And he said that
Teamwork,
it's buzzing
nice.
that I asked
Oh
him
no,
that
no, no.
question
Oh, no.
because he's been thinking about that recently.
Keep up the good work.
Hard.
In their sight. In their sight.
Let's try, boys. We.
And I really wanna remember that convo we had with Johnny, Jerry,
Yeah. Yo.
in my room. That convo,
Yo.
Jerry.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yo, you know that convo and how Johnny was talking about and he buzzed us out, like
Yeah.
because we didn't know that he thought that way.
Mm.
I honestly wish we had that convo now, because I don't know exactly what to say, man.
Loadout drop headed your way.
He says the same thing a lot of other atheists say.
Oh shit! On me! On me! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Yeah, it's right there. Stop it, Elias.
Guess I'll revive somebody.
It's buzzing because I'm just wondering like why he didn't think about that before he went on a fish.
Designated airstrike target.
This is Strike 3-1, good copy.
Armor up.
You know how this is what Johnny says. You know how our church preaches about like read the Book of Mormon, pray, see if it's true, then you'll feel the spirit to confirm the truth.
That gun's hectic.
He was just saying that like
Yeah, the team's
everyone
here. Oh
should
shit!
say that.
Downstairs, boys. You lost a gun. What is this? Something Jester? Oh.
Fuck!
25 remain. Fought hard out there.
No, you didn't see that yet. Look at that.
Alright, cuz. Yo.
I'm never coming on late.
All good, cuz. Yo.
Because
Yo, King.
Wait, can I?
what, you got a date or something?
Is it gonna go up?
Marking target location.
Wonderful.
Wait, Jeff, let's do a loadout real quick.
Straight up. So yeah, that was one of the... Man, I even looked up like a lot of ex-Mormon people's problems with the church and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just figure out, just if there's an answer for that.
Yeah.
Some atheist reasons for not believing is pretty stupid though, like the contradictions in the Bible for one. They full of
M4.
contradictions, but it's pretty stupid because
You say M4, right?
the fact that they are have slight differences just proves that they're all personal accounts.
Literally just
It's an assault rifle.
You know what I reckon
Up
people fail to do? Or the
M4A1.
method and what fails them to get the right answer?
Maybe you have to pay for it. What's that?
Like, the method people use to find out something, I reckon that method is wrong. That's why they hard to find out the truth, I guess. And what that method is for me is like the method of the court case.
XM4.
There.
The method of the court case.
The method of the court case. That exact system is how you find out the truth about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like
Now we can get it if you want.
that same system
Yeah.
is using that system on all the different
Which one was it?
arguments, I guess.
XM4?
Not just for the one you want to argue. Because when I first started, I made sure I wasn't biased there with my conclusions,
Do you know? Yeah.
Should I just look
especially
at what the
having close ties to the Church,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints,
16.
like that being my conclusion in the end. It's like, was I being biased or what?
so it's
man, it's
are they
completely
Silix?
wasn't.
Where's
Silix? Stock?
what?
Duster?
Yep.
Underbarrel?
Yep.
Field agent grip? Oh, we don't have it yet. Handle?
You know another thing, Jeff? We're not the only Christian church who believes in the apostasy.
Or go back? Go back?
Apostasy is like the breaking away and the dying of the
Regrip?
gospel.
Yeah, rear grip.
On
Or
barrel
being
or
tainted
muzzle?
over time, some shit like that.
Under barrel.
See, that's what the apostasy was. And we're not the only church who understands the
This
great
one?
apostasy in the past,
Jerry,
in the Christian history of Christianity.
To the
But
right.
the funny thing is like
To the
a lot of
right.
us understand that, but a lot of Christians are still waiting for the restoration from Elijah, because it says that Elijah will restore the gospel. But
And then magazine.
Joseph Smith said Elijah already came, bro.
There's no barrel.
But you know what's a buzzing thing, cuz?
This barrel's
There's no
strong.
barrel.
Like this just shows the wisdom of these
Magazine.
ancient prophecies and how they connect to the
There's 60
finished
round.
puzzle even today, like with the pieces we find today. So in the Bible,
Yeah.
fucking Old Testament, cuz thousands of years ago, there's this one
This
prophecy
is the
about,
wrong loadout.
and the last days, Elijah will come down
Optic is
and
different.
turn the hearts of the children to their fathers and the hearts of the fathers to their children. And for
This is
even
the
till
one that
today,
you had
people
on
are trying to interpret
Not
this,
this one.
Whatever.
but guess what I believe it means? So Joseph Smith said that Elijah gave him the keys for the temple ordinances, or in other terms, the sealing of families forever.
Yo, ready, Jeff?
Did you hear that one, Jerry?
Yo.
How
Say it again?
a lot of Christians already believe in the great apostasy, but they didn't believe in the restoration of Joseph Smith. They're still waiting for the Elijah to come down and restore.
Yeah.
Because it says in the Bible that in the last days, this is what it specifically says, and like I'm gonna make a massive
Is he
point to it.
sleeping?
It says that Elijah will come down in the last days and turn the hearts of the children to their fathers and the hearts of their fathers to their children. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Even till today, Christians are trying to make up their own answer for that. But Joseph Smith gave us the perfect answer. And what Elijah gave Joseph Smith was the keys for temple ordinances. And that perfectly sums up what it means to turn the hearts of the
do you
children
mean?
to the fathers, and fathers, hearts of the fathers to the children, or in other words, sealing the family
no.
forever. Like a one eternal circle facing each other, rather than a line which has an end point on each side.
Get up. Gunsmith. Okay. The barrel. It's saying OWC Ranger.
This one. Oh, no,
Oh, yeah.
we don't have it.
Do you guys have any
That's
other
alright.
cousins you guys grew up with that are not members but they're other Christians?
Oh no.
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're just AG.
Did they look down on you guys for a particular reason?
Yeah, they just don't like Mormons.
But it kind of seems like they were taught to think that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What else?
Like, even my cousins, you know, one of my Book of Mormons in the past when I was young, they took off one of the letters and it's read Book of Moron. Yeah, there's a reason why they are taught to look at only our church that way and every other Christian church is acceptable. Like, that just shows, that's another
Just
proof
play a
of
game.
people, you know, how they are taught to think and act.
Play a game, Jeff. Cause it's late, eh? Didn't know how late it was.
Wait, I think he's gone toilet. So you know what's the buzzing thing? Like the beauty of not just God being here for us, working since the beginning till the end, but like the times like that we received the word of God. Like the 3 different principles of time, each different like time God has given us the word. Also that in the last days will be the fullness. And what that tells me is like if the fullness is gonna come on the last days, that means it wasn't full before the last days. And if I can look at things that we've believed from back then that don't seem right anymore. Oh, fuck. I need to slow down, my mind is just racing. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like these Christian churches were taught to look at us that way, and the same as they were taught to believe in their beliefs, which don't make much sense a lot of the time. Which just doesn't help at all.
Sure.
Like that Benny Hinn type shit, you know, the shaking and the hala bala bala bala.
Yeah.
Like that, fuck, I hate that, eh? Because like, bro, they making us and our God look fucking silly, man. But at the same time, I understand Jesus has said there must be opposition in everything, which is why it's like, even in Christianity, which is the truth, there's opposition in that itself. It's funny though, because everyone's taught to look at us, our single, like the Mormon, differently to everyone else, but we're the only Mormons who has a different doctrines and shit too, you know what I mean? It's like, man, it's just buzzing. It's just buzzing because I guess what I'm trying to say is like, you know how we're the only church to say the church is true?
Yo.
And it's ironic that we're the only church to say it, but we're the only church to have a reason to say it as well.
What happens if you scan that code? Oh, can you scan that? It's that shot code. Can I try it? Yeah, I'll get close.
It will give you a vaccination.
Yeah, hard. Imagine that, hey. Yeah, I'll get closer. Yeah, I'll get closer. Let me just try.
Fuck! Wow.
Give it here.
Because it's, for one, it's upside down. Jeremy.
Wow, that's killing me off. That's killing me off.
Babe, what are you doing? Just go.
Cause, Jerry,
Yo.
I'm gonna ask you because I know you've studied the scriptures in the past. Fuck, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Oh no, no, don't leave, please. This was a good one. Fuck.
Ah, it's not working. Shit.
Shit, I hate that when that happens.
Put the stuff off.
Yeah, and just move the vacuum from
What was I talking about just now, boys?
Not sure.
Fuck, me neither. Oh yeah. Oh, I was telling you that I reckon. But it's just a thought. It's not even what I believe, but it's just something that could be or could not be. But it's just a random thought that came in my head. So, you know, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We also believe that he earned his position in the Godhead, like, right?
Yep.
But every other Christians believe that Jesus was always God.
Yep.
So my point is, Jesus being the savior and redeemer of the whole world, that's how he earned his position in the Godhead. And it's like, for example, him being the redeemer is how he became God. And for our Father, like how else could he became God? Oh fuck, I don't know shit. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Because it just makes sense. Because the same workings now is gonna be the same workings back then. Because it's all following laws and because let's just say that before, let's just say that we weren't existing and it was just God.
That's alright.
when you come, can you please
Bring water. Yeah.
the charger?
Yep. Can I have my phone if you're gonna use yours?
You see that, Jeffrey? You see that thought? Like, just think about all
just
of
give them
us
to me.
before we were made,
then
and
you
we
stand
would
up and I'll
just
give them
think
to
that
you.
we're not existing. And then there's just God, right? Or our Father. Like, we made him God, or like, I can't even see it. See what I'm saying there?
Yeah. Can you turn off the light? Oh no, no, all good, all good. I promise. You go.
So it's like our God is our Father, who is a spirit, who now has a body. And it's the child as his son who paid the price for the world and the plan of salvation to come into effect. He's the Godhead.
Alright.
Just putting that same thing back. And it's like, could have been our Father was the Redeemer for another place, another, you know what I mean?
Yo.
Because what I believe is foolish is to think that this is the first life and plan of salvation. Like, why? We were just made yesterday. You know what I mean? can't be the first.
Taking shots.
You can't be the first if eternity is true.
It can't be.
But this is where it gets mind-boggling. We can't be the first plan of salvation to be existent if eternity is true. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, we can't be the first if eternity is true, and if eternity is true, how can we even measure first? Because like, this is how I see it, boys. This is where it becomes unfathomable. So like, we have a Father, and He has a Heavenly Father, and it just never ends or starts. You know what I mean?
Yo.
I'm under fire.
Enemy UAV overhead.
We should head for the safe zone.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Fuck you, I can't believe it.
Movement.
We'll be back to finish the job.
Man. Oh, I love this, man. You wanna know something funny, boys?
What's it?
My whole life, I told myself that I hate maths and I'm not good at it. But now I believe that reason why I thought that is because of the way they taught us maths, eh?
Yo.
And they taught us in a way like a slave, you know what I mean? They just taught us how to count rather than taught us what numbers is and what maths really is and beauty in maths. Rather they just teach us how to like equate fucking numbers together and count their products and shit. It's funny, man. A lot of shit that I watch, like other people talking about what they think and believe and stuff. Even my Inkia mate, he was like thinking that we were all in a dream
Yo.
and that no one is really alive. But like it's easy to prove like the truth about these things, these thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because like we know we're alive because we know what a dead person looks like. You know what I mean? We know what differs. We know what we're not dreaming because we can dream. But it's that same concept why sin was necessary
We're deploying soon.
and why the existence of the devil glorifies God too. Because I asked my mate to say, if there was no ocean, is land really land? You know what I mean? And if there was no daytime, how could we prove that this is nighttime? But it's the existence of the opposition that just creates the value too.
Dropping into the AO.
So, like,
Enough practice. Time for the real thing.
daytime wouldn't be daytime if there was no nighttime.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
You guys heard of Pandora's box, eh?
Supply box identified.
What was it? What is that again?
You guys have heard of Pandora's box, eh? That story?
Team is tracking your location.
I'm under fire. Enemy down.
Fuck. Fuck.
Next objective located.
Bruh.
Jerry,
Yo.
um, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you know how the Book of Mormon, God tells Nephi to kill King Laban?
Yeah.
So that situation as well is like
Next objective located.
another reason why
Rounds incoming.
people don't believe in the Book of Mormon.
Someone's coming up.
This is the first time God is commanding someone to kill, and which is a contradiction to his commandments.
Yo.
But
People coming up.
perfect answer to that too.
In their sight.
Where?
Move on my waypoint.
Jeff, revive us.
I'll help you. Hold out, drop headed your way.
Oh, and another one is how the
Hostile dropping into the area.
Lamanites was cursed with black skin.
UAV overhead.
Heaps of people hate that, and they fell away from the church because of that.
They're targeting you. Hold out, drop headed your way. 25 are still active. AO. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead.
Strap in. I'm pilot. I'm under fire.
They have me sighted.
They're targeting me. Losing ground. Hostile operator.
Stun grenade out.
Man. Jerry,
Yo,
you know what I'm grateful for?
I'm under fire.
what's that?
Just like in terms of what the?
Yo,
Rounds incoming.
Just the fact that I somewhat believe I know where he is, like, you know, because of his obedience to the gospel and whatnot.
yeah.
Because that's what helped me as well. A lot of my friends that passed away, like, they were the most faithful. It's like,
Yo,
just gives me some peace knowing that they're in
It's all up to you now. Go for the win. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are adjusted.
fuck. That killed me off.
They're targeting me.
How'd that taste?
Enemy UAV overhead.
yo.
Fire sale done.
Here,
Back
Jeff.
to normal.
You need armor?
Fuck. It's up here.
Here.
Throwing these body armor.
Move it. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
You need to be more damn careful.
Gas is moving.
Fuck.
Enemy down.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Oh yeah, watch your fucking fire.
Mm. Oh shit. Oh.
Sniper throwing stuff. Target right here.
There's quite a few believers in our family nowadays, eh?
God.
I think when I was one.
Oh. Yeah, me too. That's gaming and call it.
Man. Fuck, I feel lucky. Jerry,
Yo.
what made you want to serve before? Like, I still...
I don't know, eh? But to be honest, like, I was
Like, I'm not
coming back
asking
to.
in a bad way, but I'm like buzzing out on a good way, like, you know what I mean?
Yo.
Like, it just buzzes me out in a good way, like.
Just came back to church and then wanted to do
Okay.
something and hanging out with the
What made
missionaries
you
and
want to go back to church in the first place?
freaking
Do you
I
remember,
know, bro.
or was it like a
My
lot
life.
of different moments?
yeah.
Was there one vivid one that you can remember, or nah?
Nah. It's more like the missionaries were helping me, yeah. Looked up to them.
Fuck, we had a lot of
Good missionaries, eh?
the timing of everything, eh? And the people that's, you know, forgot what that's called, preordination, I think it's called. Like, God, foreordination or some shit, where we're set apart to come in a certain time. Everyone's
Yo, hard.
timing is set. Even like, if you think about it, like 2021, the prophet of our church is a brain surgeon. Fuck. Timing of the Lord, man. Because like, it's just, for me, it's more respectable, like, that he's the man on both fields, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
rather than someone who doesn't believe in science and just preaching blind faith all the time. Because I watch a lot of like talks as well from other pastors, and Some of them are mean, some of them just don't make any sense. And it's just like fucking just the emotion that's making people react to it. It's buzzing because you know that how they talk, boys, those pastors,
Yeah.
with that, you know, that fucking tone and they're yelling. You know what's something funny that I found out? Or
What's
that I
that?
learned? Jesus, G. You know what he said, Jesus? He said
What?
that this manner of speech that they preach in comes from pagan kingdoms, and the reason why they had to talk like that is because the stuff that they were teaching wasn't true. To make it convincing and seem true, they had to talk in that manner, and that's what I mean. Like I can't imagine Jesus preaching like that.
Hardy.
I just feel like the truth is loud enough for words and the truth itself to yell to ourselves rather than them yelling in our ears.
Try to catch a win on the last one.
Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Should go harbour?
That's a good place to drop.
You know what's buzzing? In
we
regards
got
to
someone
why
here.
Joseph Smith went and prayed in the garden or whatever, the forest.
Primary objective.
It was actually other churches that made him do that, eh? Did you guys know that?
Eh?
So like, why Joseph Smith went and prayed in the first vision?
Yeah.
It was because his brother died and all the pastors in the town was like, your brother's going to hell because he wasn't baptized. And Joseph Smith was like, I didn't get why he should go hell, he's a good person. And then
Yo.
that's when Joseph Smith went and prayed. And then Joseph Smith was like, which church do I go to? And then, so like, my point is that same reason why Joseph Smith went and prayed, because of what the pastor said. That same fucking Christianity is like, you know, so it's about like don't pay your tithing or going to hell. That's that's all from the first Christian church, which is a fucking pagan kingdom before. That's all of their shit.
Claymore planted. Claymore planted. They're targeting me. There are 24 enemies still out there. Kill them all. Gas is closing in. Enemy UAV overhead.
Man,
They got UAV on us. Watch out, Jeffy's in the top room. One in the top room. Just drop on blue, eh?
located.
Do you guys know much about Jesus and Mary Magdalene?
No.
Got gas inbound.
Or I reckon she was in love with Jesus, eh?
Loadout drop headed your way. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
I got one down. There's one in that little corridor, Jeff. Yeah. The hallway. How many? How many?
Enemy soldier incoming.
They're targeting me.
Fuck!
They're targeting me.
He's coming up. He's coming up. Oh, sh. Huh? Down 3 people, but
Only 10 are left.
was there too many people there? Huh?
Scavenger contract located.
Fuck! Boys. My mind is going crazy, boys. Fuck.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Fire station. Buy station costs are adjusted. Supply box identified. Marking location now. Next objective located. Next objective located. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Primary objective accomplished. All supply boxes
See,
inbound.
boys,
Enemy cluster. Enemy precision airstrike.
Jeff and
Take
Jerry.
cover.
Go.
Fire sale done. Prices are back.
I hear y'all lads.
Enemy UAV online.
Located tango.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Oh, whole team up there, eh? Nice.
Downed one in the big house. Downed one in the big house. Bruh. I just thought of a question that I've never heard once.
Enemy UAV overhead.
It's buzzing me out. You know what that question is, boys?
What's that?
Would God still be God if He never created us? Fuck. Never heard that before.
Fucking cunts.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Is that a weird question? God still be God if He didn't create us?
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. They're targeting me. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
I do, yeah.
Gas is closing in.
Yeah, Jeff.
Anyone use body armor?
There's 3.
Need to get to the safe zone. Get them online. Going front.
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
Fuck, gee. Bro, this is killing me off, boys.
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover. Gas is closing. Get to the safe zone.
Fuck.
Only safe zone. Learn from the loss. Failure to property.
Man. I love it. I love it. No, you ain't
Alright,
going anywhere.
boys. I'll catch you up, eh? Got work tomorrow, eh? Yeah. How about Thursday off? Alright, catch up, boys. Yep, let us. Let up.